Black women with the black tops on. I'm here for
Hey
it.
Portia, how you
Listen,
doing?
I am doing great, Bola. How you been?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm blessed. Thank God. Um, I was just telling oh, Marty's joining us from Poland. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't think she was gonna do it.
Hey.
I did not think she was because I sent her the link. I was like, if you want to join, it's like 2 a.m. over. Let
Hey,
me see.
Marty.
Hi,
Well, no,
They're what, six? They're 6 hours ahead, right?
Yeah,
So,
something like that. It's 2 a.m. over there.
oh my
wow.
gosh.
I just gave her the link just to see if she would join. She said she doesn't know if she'll do that. Marty, can you
Okay,
hear us?
Marty.
You might be sleepwalking. This might be her
Not sleepwalking.
That's
sleepwalking.
funny.
But anyway, I was just telling Chené what a great performance she gave because the story started off one way and then it just flipped. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what am I watching here? Is this a woman
Yeah.
abusing
Right.
the man? Like, what?
Well, it's interesting because, of course, when we think of domestic violence, I just think that as a society, you just automatically say, oh my gosh, what is he doing to her?
Hmm.
And not always the case. That is not always the case.
Facts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, there's a TikTok, is it a TikTok video or Instagram video where the woman bumped into the guy and the guy was like, well, are you gonna say excuse me? And then she turned around and said, I did say excuse me, and and she still slapped him a couple of times across the
oh,
face. And he's not
Oh,
gonna hit her because he's just like, that's just rude, that's just rude. And she just kept bashing him in the head, and her friend had to pull her away, like, leave. But
oh,
insanity. There
yeah,
are a lot
that's
of
crazy.
unstable females out here. It's not
They
just
are.
men. I
Yeah.
mean, there are a lot of women out here that just, I mean, they're just quick tempered.
Unstable creatures.
Yep.
unstable
Exactly.
creature.
That's the
But I like
perfect
the
Exactly.
fact I
way
like
to
that
explain it.
yeah, I like the fact that you guys touched on it with this movie um because it highlights something that we're talking about that, this is when we think of domestic violence, we're always automatically thinking the man, putting his hands on the woman. We're not thinking
Mhm.
of, the possibility that a woman could do that knowing fully well that the man can hit would is not supposed to hit back.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I think some women know that and they just take advantage of that.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
but that's good that you guys covered that. Now you guys did a great job with it. Like
Thank
I said,
you.
Shanae's
Thanks.
performance was just. I'm thinking like, y'all remember Fatal Attraction with Glenn Close?
Hmm.
That
Yep.
I was thinking something like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, man, is Shanae really like this? Like this is some crazy shit right here. This was so
Screaming.
like, yeah,
Surprise,
I was scared.
surprise.
Right. Surprise,
I had to
surprise.
watch it a couple of times. I was scared.
Not
But
you was
anyway,
scared.
I was
let's get
scared.
the show on the road. Let's get the show on the road. Everybody, welcome to another episode of Movie Unboxing with Marty and Bola. Well, Marty is technically not here, but here. We're gonna just waiting to see,
Oh, an AI assistant.
taking notes for this meeting, follow along the trend. Okay, all right. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
she's
Oh,
technically not here, but here. But anyway, she's in Poland right now with her kids and visiting her family. Welcome to another episode of Movie Unboxing. We have a special lineup today. Instead of us unboxing the regular movies that we usually unbox, like the Hollywood movies and stuff like that, we're doing a special edition today. This is independent films. And the reason why Marty and I wanted to introduce this segment is because a lot of independent films don't get a lot of promotion, don't get a lot of don't just get a lot of promotion and a lot of highlights because they're independent films and all that kind of stuff. So we want to use our platform as a way to highlight independent films, the creators in front and behind the cameras, in bringing these films together. And the film that we're going to talk about today is called what, guys?
9 seconds.
9 seconds.
9 seconds. Now let me. It's basically a movie, a short film about domestic violence, but domestic violence with a really interesting twist. And let me first of all say that when they first told me 9 seconds, I thought, is this movie really 9 seconds? Like, That's
Oh
that's the
my God.
that's the first thing I thought of. I said, this movie is this 9 seconds? But
That's
it's
funny.
not nine. But I mean, you can tell a story in 9 seconds if you want to. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but I'm sure you can.
Somebody gonna do
So
it.
it's a short film. It's a thriller. It's about domestic violence, but it's a domestic violence with a twist. I don't want to give too much away because I do want the whole world to watch it. It's a very interesting twist. So right now, I do have some of the people that are responsible for bringing this great story to life. I do have Portia, and Portia, what did you do on this in this movie?
For this particular film, I actually casted it.
Oh, okay. Because you also acted in it too, but it was briefly and stuff like that. But you were the
No,
casting
no,
director.
I didn't act at all in this one.
Oh, okay. I didn't see you in it.
Not, you did not see me. I don't
Oh,
think I was in it. No, I was not in it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
yes, you were in it.
I'm gonna say two letters. RV.
Oh, I wasn't. It's because it's so
It's a
it
lot.
was
We've been
so
doing a
quick.
lot. Yes.
It was like a quick flash of
It was
me.
it was a pivotal
I agree
flash.
with
It
that.
was pivotal. It was
It was a
pivotal. It gave
flashback.
it, it gave
Hmm.
it gave a little context to the story.
It
So
did.
Yeah.
it gave
Hmm.
some good
It
context to
it
the story.
did,
Yeah,
but to me, when I think of the cast, I don't. I think of the cast.
Yeah.
Like
you were in
I
it, so
don't consider. I mean, I was in it. You're right.
That's her
You're
nature. That's how
yeah.
she is.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then we have Christy. Please, Christy, tell us what you did for this movie.
I'm laughing because I'm so not used to people calling me Christy this much. I was
Well,
I was
what do you like for people to call
Chris.
you?
Just say
Chris.
Chris.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
got warrants. I
Oh,
was the DP on this film.
okay, okay. Female DP. You don't see that often in the industry, but you're beginning to see that coming along, and black women at that too.
Yes.
So thank you, Chrissy, for you know filling those shoes and being a source of like inspiration for other women to to go behind the scenes and do DP work. Because when you say DP,
Yeah,
you automatically think of a man,
for
and
sure.
you don't, and also
Mhm.
women of color. You don't really see that a lot, but you're beginning to see
Yeah.
that coming along. So thank you for that, Chris.
Thank
And
you.
we have the lovely Chené. She is the lead actress.
Yes.
Well, I just gave that away. She is the lead actress, but she did a phenomenal job. So, you know
Thank
what?
you.
Let's get into.
award-winning actress at
At
that.
Oh,
that,
congratulations. You won the award
Thank
for this
you.
film, right?
Y'all
Okay.
international.
stop. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Was it for this movie?
Yes, it
Yes,
was.
yes, it
Congratulations.
was.
I saw that
Thank
and
you.
I saw that. That was good. That was good.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
I'm not surprised because when I saw the movie, I was like, "Oh, okay.
It was
I
amazing.
see
I put my
now."
all into that character.
You killed it, Shanae. You
It
killed
kept,
it,
Thank
girl.
you know
you.
what? I gotta give Chris her flowers here. There's a shot that you guys did that I
Which
said
one?
it when I saw that shot, I was like, that is the money shot right there.
Give a
When
hint. Give
she
a hint.
when he's on the ground and then the gun is being pointed to him and
Ooh,
the camera is looking up at her.
yes, yes,
Okay, yes.
yeah,
That right there. That right there. And the thing is, I've used that before. I just didn't realize the impact
yeah.
of
Mm.
that shot.
Hmm.
And that I finally realized the impact of the shot.
Yeah,
And Trey has always been telling me, um, when you each scene you break it down as in like who's the scene about? You know what I'm saying? Who's this scene about? So that you can focus your camera and stuff like that. And when I saw that shot, I said, aha, I now know what Trey's been talking about now. And like I said, I've used that shot before, but I just didn't know
hmm,
what it meant. Now I know
hmm.
what it meant. So, Chris, thank you for
Thank
using that shot
you.
because when I saw that shot,
Go, Chris.
when I
Thank
saw that shot, I
you.
said Shanae's character seemed very powerful in that shot. That
For
was a
sure.
power shot. You made her a goddess in that shot right there. Even though
Yes, thank you.
yeah, I mean, that was so powerful. just
Definitely
directly.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had I it that right there was film school for me. I was like, oh, just I I get it now because I had to watch it over
Yes.
again. I was like, my God, who said they should do this? Ooh,
Not who said
perfect.
they should do this.
Yeah, who told him to do that shot? That shot was perfect.
Thank
Perfect. And
you.
that was good. That was good. You captured, I mean, everything about her character was in that shot right there. When she was giving that
Yeah.
speech and stuff like that, everything was right there. She felt very powerful, really on
Mhm.
top, just you put her on some kind of like a power trip where and
Yeah.
she took it there. Her character
Oh
That's
took
yeah.
right.
she took it there. So great job to you guys. Great job to you guys.
Thank
Thank
So we're gonna
you.
you.
start
Thank
with some
you.
of the first questions. You're welcome. Portia.
Yes.
Now, I didn't know you were a casting director. I know that you are, you're an actress, and I know that what's the other intimacy director?
Intimacy coordinator.
Coordinator.
Yes.
Coordinator. Okay. So now
Yes.
you're adding casting director to your thing. Why did you decide to be a casting director? What led you to that?
I'll be honest with you. This is actually the very first project that I have ever casted. And again, it's just one of those things that I never thought was within my scope of doing. And you know how sometimes some people see something in you that you don't necessarily see within yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened here. And when I was asked to do this, I even questioned it. I'm like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you because it's like you're trusting me
Mhm.
to bring your baby. This is your baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So it's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, no, I can't let them down. I cannot let them down.
Yes.
And that's exactly what I did. I just reached out. I have a pretty good network and just reached out to some people. Now, kind of like, I don't know if I should say this, but I will. Um, Knew who we wanted. We knew we wanted Chené. Just knew it.
Mhm.
So once I called her and confirmed, I'm like, great. So what I did was, and I don't know if this is the true process, this is the process that I did. I knew that I had her. So what I did was I built every other character around her.
Wow.
So her boyfriend, I'm like, okay, as you see, Chené is just beautiful skin, darker skin. I'm like, okay,
You.
oh yes, you're lovely. So I'm like, okay, I want her partner to be lighter. So it was just all these thoughts that were going through my mind, me down to her little sister,
Mm-hmm.
with her mom, just everybody. I'm just like, no, I built everyone around her specifically.
So I think you probably answered the question because I was going to say, what led you to pick Shanae? What was about her? Was it, and I
Mhm.
think you've answered it, but if you want to go a little bit in detail, like, what did you see in her or what have you seen in her that you'd be like, you know what, I think she can pull this off.
And to be honest, I've only seen Shanae on one other project. We worked on another project together,
Mm,
and she wasn't necessarily the lead, but
Yeah.
she was very critical in that particular project. And I'm like, okay. And it was completely different. It was
Mhm.
completely different, but I'm like, no, she can do this. She can do this. And then when I asked her about it and then I told her about the project and everything, she was like, this is different. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, she's kind of different. She was like,
yeah.
yeah, no, I would love to. I'm like,
All right. Yeah. Shanae, so so I remember in the beginning I said like, I hope Shanae's not like this in real life, like, being this
Absolutely
violent or something like
not.
that. So where did you have to go, or what
Mm.
experiences did you have to like, pull from to able to bring this character to life? Because this is not you, and
No, it's not.
exactly. So
Um,
have you, did you where did you have to pull this character from to say like, okay, I've heard stories or maybe I've experienced something, or whatever that I can pull on this to get
you
this
know,
character out.
I'm gonna have to say, when Portia first called me about the role, I was nervous. I was excited, but I was nervous because I'm like, I've never played a character like this before. But you're like she said, like you're trusting me, like you want me to play this role, me, and I'm like, I don't. how am I gonna do this? Like, but then I remembered something I would never forget. Really, I have a very, very, very close family member who went through a domestic violence situation,
Mm,
and but it was the regular man beating on the woman type thing, and
mm.
I was like, this is a serious topic. This is a serious film. Like, I gotta pull this from somewhere. So, and in one part of the scene, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, while we were rehearsing, I had to think of an argument that I had with an ex, and I had got so pissed off, and I was like, you know what? You are that ex right now. I'm finna take it there. So that's really where that came from, because I was like, I get mad, but I'm not my character, but I love that I was able to bring my character out, because people really have been questioning me like, that you? Like, is that you in real life? No, that's not me in real life.
And that's
No.
it's so funny when as an actor, you people start to when you do something so good,
Yeah.
it's a gift and a curse because you do something
Yep.
so good and they'll be like they
Exactly.
commend you for that, but then you're so good
Yes.
that they'll be like,
Like,
Start
whoop,
questioning.
like
yeah,
that's a
you
little
know what I'm
bit too
saying?
good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So
That is
Chris,
hilarious.
like what was as a DP and also the fact that you're also an actress,
Mm.
what was your process being a DP on this? Did you find yourself having to like bring, like what your experience as an actress, like, okay, I've got to shoot this in a way that, it will be satisfactory for the actors on screen on set. What was your process as
For
being a
sure.
DP?
Honestly, being an actress first, I feel like I got the cheat sheet because I know how I feel when the camera's looking at me. And as an
Mm-hmm.
actress, you don't know what you're showing, but that person behind the camera does. And
Mm-hmm.
you always want to be mindful of how that actor is feeling and how they're looking in front of that lens. So, because I know I could be self-conscious, any actress can feel some type of way where, do I look right? Am I doing this right?
right.
Da 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 da. And also, as a Black woman, and like how Portia mentioned earlier, her skin tone and Jamel and everything of that nature, I'm able to take all of those things together and add my acting on the left side of my head, and on the right side, I know how I want to captivate her face. I know how I want to captivate her angle. I know how her face is structured. I'm looking at the smallest things because even as a woman, we're thinking about our face, our neck, our
Yep.
shoulders, all these little small things. So I have a cheat sheet as an actress and as a woman, and I can feel what she needs to be portrayed in front of that lens. So
Oh,
my process is just taking in my internal things and then trying to think for her, and how do you feel today? Are you having any things going on with your body that you don't want to be looked at on the screen? Like those
mm,
little things help, knowing how she feels and how to portray that and respect that space. So my process is getting to know her, taking in what I know, knowing the talent, how are you feeling, and taking it from there.
that's
Mhm.
that's very powerful. I didn't think I don't think I've ever thought of it that way, but
I
that's
never thought of it that way either.
I
Chris
never
got it all the
yeah,
way around.
I never thought of it
I
that
would
way.
have never
That's
thought of that way.
yeah, bringing a lot of psychology into it. So Chris, I want to a little follow-up question.
Okay.
Like I said, I know you as an actress and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why did you want to also get into the DP part? And what are the challenges as a
Mm.
woman and also as a Black woman? What are the challenges you faced getting into this, getting into this role as a DP that's it's mostly male, is a male-dominated profession behind the camera?
I'll answer your first part.
Mhm.
So, what started me as a DP was like I have multiple mentors, and I mean multiple. So, my mentors, Steve and Armando, they saw something in me, like Portia said, that I did not see within myself. They literally planted the seed in me to say, this might be something you need to look into. And then once I connected with my other mentor, Lance Gibson, he's a director in Virginia. I had the opportunity of working on a 48-hour project, and there was a DP on set. His name is Mario Jackson.
Mm,
I'm the type where I learned by doing and watching. And the way he was moving on that set, I was like, dude, you a beast. I need to know you. I need to ask questions. I need to understand how you move and why you move. So after meeting him, I immediately started studying, looking up more information. Is this something that I seriously want to do? Because being a DP is not easy. It's not just pressing record on the camera. You're literally connecting with the lighting department. I have to be able to articulate what I want to see on this frame. Let's try this type of lighting. let's cover this up. Maybe I want shadow on this side. It's so many conversations you got to have as a DP to connect with a whole nother department. So with me saying, you know what, I'm not even getting overwhelmed. I'm excited about this. So this means I need to do it. I have to do this. So that's the first part. The second part, being a Black DP female, where do I begin? So the first challenge is it's not another DP I can really talk to in this area because I'm by myself. So after trying to research and look around, I'm finding out I may be one of the first Black female DPs in this area. So I'm taking that very seriously. So I'm not playing with that title because DP can be used very loosely. Just going to keep it real in the independent field. So for me, I had to learn like, what does that look like for me? And so I wanted to take the responsibility of probably being one of the first and making sure that I apply that, being serious about what I'm doing. It's a male dominated space. I want my work to speak for me. I don't want you to look at me as a woman for my appearance. You're taking me seriously in what I'm doing. Some people be skeptical of me because I am female. I'm goofy. I'm silly. Sometimes my personality may precede me before you even get to know who I am as a DP. So it's just a combination of not having that connection with someone else that I can bounce things off of, doing this by myself, but also having my male mentors to say, no, you can do this and you can do that. So I have the help. But it's just being one of the first that makes it kind of difficult because I love to collaborate. I'm really big on sisterhood, especially like with Chené and Porsha. So I wish I had that relationship with somebody. But outside of that, it's just being taken seriously, delivering high quality work for me as a DP and not because, oh, she's pretty. I just want to be taken seriously in what I do.
Mm. Very powerful, very powerful. Portia, as I'll probably relate the same question to you as the casting director. What challenges have you um well, actually this is your first go ahead with being a casting director. Even though you knew that you were going to go with Shanae, what challenges did you have in terms of like casting other people? You know what I'm saying? Because you knew you wanted to use her as the focal point and try to make sure that everybody fit around her. What were the challenges in doing that?
Mm.
Um, Again, she wasn't like you said, she wasn't a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
My challenge honestly was her partner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I knew specifically who I wanted. Um, but again, the true decision doesn't lie with me as a casting director. But I think also, with my IDC work, I'm also here to advocate for my talent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed and I think the end result shows, but I think that's the challenge because again, I have people who I can consider. You get audition tapes in as a casting director. It's like, okay, this one and this one, maybe not so much this one for this particular role. That can be a challenge, especially when you know people personally.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not personal. Sometimes you're just not the right fit for this particular role. It has nothing to do with your skill set or anything like that. That wasn't a big issue with this particular project. However, yeah, some of the characters, it was more of a really, if you just give this person a shot, or I don't know about this person only because I do. This person gave a stronger performance in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a challenge, in a way, but yeah, but casting it was good and it felt good and it feels good. So I enjoyed it and I yeah, it
Let,
just like another skill set unlocked, I guess.
let me get you a follow-up question to that. Did you guys do any like because you said you guys got audition tips. Did you guys really audition like pair them up or because I know in
No,
independent films you don't have time for that.
exactly no. And for this particular project, I didn't do any audition tapes
Mm.
outside of just getting maybe some reels
Mm-hmm.
from about maybe three or four of the actors and just making sure director and EP everybody saw them. But outside of that, I didn't have anyone do a specific audition, not for this particular project. No.
So Shanae, playing this role, what did you what did you like about playing this role and what didn't you like about playing this role? What did it teach you about yourself?
What I liked about the role is it gave me range because like I said, I've never played this type of role before. So now people can see like, oh, Chené can definitely do something else other than playing a sexy role or something like that. Like she can be serious, she can like really act, and that's what I loved about the role. I am not gonna lie to you, it really wasn't nothing that I disliked about it. Like I'm so serious. I lie to you not. I can't even think. I can't think.
Well, let me put it this way. If you met this person in real life, knowing that they did this, would you be excited to meet this person? Or would you be like, you know
Like
what?
if she was like the character in real life, or
In real
like,
life, if she was a real person that you met, or you knew that she did this, would this be somebody that you would like to like befriend or something?
girl, I'll be wanna be her behind. No, absolutely not. Because girl, who you think you is? Absolutely not. No.
How about this? If you had an opportunity to meet this person in real life, would you like sit down and want to talk to them, like just get into their brain, like just understand their mentality, like what
Yeah,
got you
but
to this point?
yeah, because girl, what's wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you okay?
Girl,
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
yeah,
What is
she,
wrong with you?
yeah, she's off it. So,
Yeah.
would you like to play a role like this again? Obviously, not
Yes.
would you like to play a role like this again?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Because like I'm not gonna lie, being on the set of 9 seconds and playing this role, I did feel like I can do anything. Like
Hmm.
seriously. Like
Uh,
anything you put me in front of now, I'm just like, I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
and
that's what's up.
especially because I'm not that person in real life. So I want people to be like, Shanae, that's not even you in real life. Like, how do you do that? How can you do that? Like, because I just
Yeah.
do.
The regular people,
That's it.
well, me and Marty like to call them civilians, regular people. They don't
Oh my
understand that.
God.
Yeah, they don't understand that. You can, as an actor, that's your talent. You can
Mm-hmm.
switch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can switch and stuff. And they're so amazed that you can do that when they see it in real life. They're like,
But see,
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I ask Portia all the time, like, why little on me? Because she could have chosen anybody else, but the fact that she like really looked at me and was like, Shanae, I know you can do this. It's like, you know what? I can. I
well,
Right.
can do this.
I think something also. I don't know if she will agree with this. I think maybe it's her spending time with you and just get a feel for your character, yourself,
But
your
see,
whole who you really are.
the thing about that is the other project that me and Portia worked on, my character was completely different, and me and Portia had conversations or whatever, but she's she wasn't able to see like anything else that I've done, like a big acting range of mine. So for her to still choose me and be like, I believe in you, I believe you can do this character, it was like that was a very big deal for me, a very
Mm,
big deal,
mm.
because me and Portia didn't have we weren't on the same uh set at the same time much on the other project. So we didn't have many interactions like that.
Mhm.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
as a DP, obviously you've got to work with expensive equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to educate us on what kind of camera you used and why you used it,
I'll
or
be more than happy
what different
to.
cameras? That's too technical.
No, I get giddy with this type. Portia knows when I get in this space. Okay, let me calm down. So
Hmm.
for 9 seconds, I used the 12K and 6K Blackmagic cameras, and I
Mm,
used them with the Zen lenses. For
mm,
the shots that we captured for the project, it ranged from 24 millimeters to 135 for the close-ups. That setup, I went that route because it supported the cinematic look that we were going for. The inspiration for the look of it, we had to go through like multiple films just to see like, do we want it blue for cold, or do we want a more warmer look? Because again, DV is such a serious topic. You don't want to make it comical because
Mm,
sometimes we can do that. We can
mhm,
have a serious movie like a horror film or something, and there'll be comedy in there when it's supposed to be a serious moment or whatever. So we wanted to make sure that it matched the tone of the story. You can have a great story, but if it don't look right, it's trash. Just
mhm,
go call a spade a spade. So
mhm,
once we decided on the look and the direction we wanted to go in, it started to make sense. And we
mhm,
chose 12K and 6K not only for the quality, but we just love that look from the Black Magic camera. And we was able to choose what LUT that went with it, and everything just married well together. Once we saw the look, then you take Chené's melanin and her wearing that red lingerie, it was just like, yes, okay. So we just
mhm,
focus on the look, how the audience going to feel with this look that we choose, because naturally colors affect us. And some people may not realize this. You can be in a great mood and you may touch blue or see blue and your whole mood can change. Or
mm,
you can be in another room where you feel comfortable. You may see red, you might start feeling hot. Like colors really affect people that
Mm.
way.
mm,
So with the equipment, going back to that, all of that plays a part in it together. What camera are you using? What lenses are you using? What wide shots do we want? What close-up shots do we want? All of that plays together. So with the camera, the lenses, the LUT that we use for the look, all of that came together. And of
mm.
course, deciding to use like the dolly. Did I want to use a dolly or a gimbal? Wanted to be on sticks. Man, I handheld a 12K Black Magic camera.
You did.
My
And
back
you
took an
have
L.
physique, right?
Listen,
I think I saw a
I
picture. I think I saw a picture of
yes,
it too.
I am 125 pounds wet. Okay. And my little scrawny self is up there hand holding a 12K Black Magic camera.
You was not playing with that camera either.
No, I was not playing. So all of those things combined, that's why we went with that equipment. It was just the look. It felt good. We went with the LUT that worked. We looked at all the references, movies, and we said this is it. And like Portia said earlier, it's funny when you think about it. You do build your story and your look around the cast because we got to look at lighting, we got to look at skin tone, we got to look at what color clothes they're going to wear. All of
Yep.
those things tie together.
Mm,
It's again, it's not just press and record.
And
You
you know what?
it's
I,
it's
I I
tears
didn't
to
know
it.
that until 9 seconds. And me and Armando was having a conversation, and I was telling him about a film I had watched, and I was like, after being on 9 seconds, I'm looking at every movie like that don't match. That lighting ain't right. This don't look good.
Telling
That don't
you.
look. And I'm like, I
Yes.
gotta stop doing that. But it's true because I see now like how colors matter, lighting matters. Like
Hmm.
I found myself saying that a lot. Like that don't look good, or oh my gosh, she looks really good in that, or that light is
Right.
amazing. Type thing. So that's true.
and
Yeah.
what's so fun is that like I said, you probably can't watch films with civilians now because you're gonna be so
My
critical.
God.
You're gonna be
Civilian.
so critical.
Not
They'll be
just
like, "Oh my God,
civilian.
girl, shut
Right.
up!
Not
Nobody wants to hear that."
listen, I watch regular movies like everybody else.
It's a lot that goes with it. And I
Yeah,
mean,
it
from
Listen.
is.
independent to Hollywood film, you have some people who go with certain cameras because it might have a certain grainy look that they like.
Mm,
It may have a look that make it look more nostalgic. Like it really goes, you can go down a rabbit hole when you think about what cameras were used back in the day. Why did they use that lens? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? So all of that plays a part. When you're telling a story, your equipment has to match what you're trying to tell. It has to.
true.
Mhm.
So, Portia, what is next for you?
Mm,
Oh, that's a great question. You know, it's
yeah.
interesting. I am actually casting for a project, a feature film this time,
Okay.
and I'm really excited about this one because it's being shot in Virginia.
Mm,
So it's actually, for me, I get to expand my network. I get to reach out to people who I might know, who I've seen, some people who I've had relationships with from
Yeah.
all over. And I'm reaching out to people in Atlanta, all the way up to Maryland, from Maryland to Atlanta to Charleston. I'm like, hey, you know, I have something for you possibly. And
Yeah.
again, this is somebody else who is trusting me with their art.
mm,
And it's blowing my mind, honestly.
You're
Oh,
It
good,
really,
girl.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
You're
you
good.
good.
are.
So
You're
you know,
with
good.
with regards to that, are you finding yourself leaning more towards being a casting director and the
Mm.
intimacy director as more, and probably starting to fade away from acting and stuff like that?
Oh, that's a good
oh,
question.
absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great question. And yes, I definitely love it behind the scenes because it's more fulfilling to me.
Mm,
For me, I just think it's just who I am as a person. That's just one of the gifts that God gave to me. I love to make other people feel good.
Yeah.
And to know that I have the opportunity to do something to brighten their day, just it really uplifts me. So yeah.
Nice.
Renee, what about you? What's next for you?
Um, I am working on a project called The Grass is Never Greener, and I've been applying to other projects, auditioning for other projects. That's about it.
Right. That's
Are you
right.
have you ever thought about maybe expanding yourself to more being like, also being an actress, but also trying to do stuff behind the scenes, like maybe writing, directing and stuff like that?
Absolutely, but that'll come later on down the line. So
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, you got a network of people to help you out, so
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
and Chris,
Yes.
what about you? What's next for you?
Well, I most recently, and I'm so excited to say this out loud, I just most recently launched my film production company called
Hey,
DMD Film Productions. So I'm
okay.
really excited about that. What's coming up
Congratulations.
next? Thank you. What's coming up next is I will actually be working on the same feature film with Porsha.
Okay.
I will have the opportunity to be touching that camera again, so I'm really excited about that. Also have two shorts that's going to be coming up as well. We're not in pre-production yet. We're just in the preliminary stages of saying, hey, we want to shoot this. How are you feeling it? What's your vibe? So between a feature film and the two short films that's coming up, that's what's happening right now.
Well, you guys are staying busy, man. That's good. I'm so proud of all of you, man. That's great.
Thank you.
With
Thanks.
regards to 9 seconds, where will it be? I know it's still in the film festival circuit. It's still gonna.
Mhm.
So do you know any plans with regards to like where it can be streamed for everyone to watch? Would it be on YouTube or something?
Not
Honestly, I
yet.
don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not going to be streamed yet. I know the foundation and the focus of 9 seconds has been the festivals.
Hmm.
So we're letting that circulate. And I'm really proud to announce, all of us are very proud to announce that we're now at 19 Laurels on 9 seconds. It's been doing
Yes,
great in festivals.
Yeah.
So it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I saw
I'm pretty
that.
sure I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the moment we can get there and cross that line, we're more than happy to stream. But I know for sure it's like the festivals is our friend right now, and it's been incredible. That's how Miss Thang over there became best leading actress.
Hey, hey,
Yes,
the whole
Listen,
world is
I'm just over here trying. I'm over
the
here
whole world is
trying.
watching. The whole world is watching. So
literally.
I did tell Portia I was going to throw you guys a curveball question.
Let's get it.
Here it
Oh
comes.
Lord.
So, ladies, will you tell me your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, yeah, that was easy.
That's easy.
Talk first. You can
All right,
y'all can
so
go.
I'll go first.
Let's go, Chris. Go first.
Scarface is my favorite movie, hands down.
Really? That's your favorite movie?
Yes, that's
Oh,
my favorite movie, hands down, because the look, the grit of it. I love the way they have the flashbacks from like real authentic people being on the ships where they come from. I love how the storyline of Scarface, it keeps going back and forth. I
mm,
love how it just tells that thing of, yes, he was a drug dealer, he did this, he did that, but he was about his grind, he was about his
Yeah.
ambition. He was one of the realest people on the planet, and that was somebody who, where from the style of the wardrobe, from the style of like everything they did on set with the locations, everything. I've been into movies since I was a little girl. Did I know I was going to be in film? No.
Oh,
But I've always studied editing. I've always studied little small things in movies, and Scarface just always captivated me. I just
mm.
love how it was shot. It just had that gritty, sometimes kind of green look on it and that grainy look. I love that. So the look of Scarface and the storyline, that's, I used to have Scarface all over my walls and stuff, man.
Okay,
Scarface.
okay. And Portia, what about you? Your
Okay,
favorite
I
film
have a
of all
two-way
time?
tie, if that's okay.
Okay.
Um, it's a tie between Shrek and Jurassic Park, the first one.
I
I
have
know.
That's
never
different.
The
heard of
first
anyone
one.
That's
say Shrek,
that's
The first one.
different.
and that is
That
so
is
different.
Shrek is my
Exactly.
all-time favorite. I don't care. I can sit and watch that movie all day, every day. It's so funny to me, and it never stops being funny to me and entertaining to me. As far as Jurassic Park, talk about when that movie was made and to like, like what are they, the animatronics, the CGI that they use for the
Yeah.
dinosaurs, when that movie was made is just insane to me.
That's
So that to me, that's
That,
just
that's
the
true.
testament of the
yeah,
magic of movie
Wow.
making.
yeah, that
That's
was
very
93.
true.
But those are two distinct movies. Like
Oh, they're my favorites.
yeah, I mean, listen, I would say for a lot of filmmakers, that Jurassic Park from 1993
Mhm.
was,
Yeah.
did it for them because, like you said, the animatronics and the CGI in 1993, how
Hmm.
Steven Spielberg and that whole crew were able to bring those things to life and make it
Yes.
real, you were like, oh my God, they just brought dinosaurs to life. You know what
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm saying? Whether you believe dinosaurs existed or not, it doesn't matter. You are
Yep.
looking at it right there.
It was
Right.
You know what
dope.
I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that was that's a very pivotal moment in filmmaking history. That's a pivotal moment.
Mhm.
Facts.
And Shanae, what's your favorite movie
Um,
of all time?
I actually have four in rotation that I can watch back to back.
Okay. That's
The first one is gonna have to be Prison Song. The
Oh.
second is gonna have to be The Ultimate Gift. The third is gonna have to be The Pursuit of Happiness.
mhm.
And the very last one is my comfort movie, Norbit.
What's
Definitely,
your
no.
favorite movie?
Did she say Norbit?
Yeah,
Norbit.
I'm gonna watch Norbit after this call.
Oh my God. All right. So get
Definitely
Prison
Norbit.
Song. Give me Prison Song. What honestly
It was
I
Q-Tip.
Q-Tip, yep, Q-Tip, Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
It basically talks about black men and how they're treated and stuff like that. That movie, I actually still got the tape. I got the tape of that
Yeah,
movie.
I got Scarface tape
Yeah,
too. I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie.
See. And then I don't know if you guys ever heard of watch The Ultimate Gift, but it's about this little boy. He ain't a little boy. He was like a teenager. He was so privileged. He was very spoiled, but his granddad was passing away. And he thought he was about to get all this money when really he had to go through all these life lessons and before he could get to the movie. I mean, before he could get to the
Oh.
money. When I say that movie made me cry, I was sitting there boohoo crying
Oh
because I
man.
was like, oh my God, like he just thought he was gonna straight get the money.
Mm,
The Pursuit of Happiness, because the obvious, like that man went through so much
mm,
to get that
Yeah.
position, like, and it just makes you think about not just the position of a job, but the position in life. And
Yep.
truth be told, I'm that's what I'm going through right now. It's just like I could watch that movie and just see myself so much because it's like you think it's like you think you getting to the top, but you keep hitting curveball, 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 and then it's like
Know what that feel like.
when you
mm,
finally get to the top, I know I'm gonna have a story to tell.
mm.
For
And
sure.
Norbit, because Norbit was just funny all around, and for one person, for Eddie Murphy to play so many characters, oh my God, that was just amazing. And I did
Yes.
not even know he played everybody until years later. So I
Mm.
I
Oh,
I just think that was so dope. So yeah.
Yeah.
that man
Yeah,
is a
well,
beast.
Yeah, he is.
these are very interesting movies. Fine, okay. For some reason it tells a lot about your characters. You know what I'm saying? It tells a lot.
Yeah, but so what's your favorite movie? What's yours? You can say yours.
What?
Your turn.
Y'all don't need
Yeah,
it.
You
your
didn't.
turn.
Okay, so my favorite movie of all time, well, it used to be The Ten Commandments, but then I saw The Godfather. And
Ah.
when I saw The
Oh.
Godfather, I said, what in the world did I just watch? Uh,
Which one?
the first one.
Okay.
The very first one. The I mean, first of all, everyone on that in that movie got nominated. I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to
Mhm.
talk about acting lesson, that is the movie you watch for acting lessons right there. From
Wow.
They killed
everyone's,
it.
yeah, they killed it. I mean, everyone had a
Yeah.
goal to reach in terms of their acting. Like this is what I
Period.
and Al
Mm-hmm.
Pacino's transformation from the little young guy who did not want to be part of the family business, to just the way he switched at the end to being this
Mm-hmm.
cold and calculating is one of the greatest I remember Denzel Washington was talking about that character, Michael Corleone, and he said every time I watch that transformation, I just say, God damn, like one
Rent,
of the
rent
greatest.
was due.
Yeah, it was like it
Rent
was one
was
of the
due.
greatest performance ever, and the guy
Yes.
didn't even win an Oscar for it. You know what I'm saying? So
Crazy.
Oh
crazy. It's
man.
crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, The Godfather to
Right.
me, it's it seemed. I think somebody said the greatest album they've ever listened to was Thriller, and he said, in
Mm,
my mind, I'm chasing Thriller. I'll never catch it, but that's
but
the
I'm
goal I'm
chasing it.
chasing.
Yeah.
And I
Mm-hmm.
think these great movies and the great performances here in these movies that we've mentioned, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the camera, I think
Mm-hmm.
we are all, as filmmakers, and creators, we are chasing these movies. Whether we
Yep.
catch
Correct.
them or surpass them, time will tell. But I
Yep.
think if we keep chasing them because they're great,
Yeah.
then we're gonna
Yep.
be
That's
Correct.
Yeah.
right.
exactly. So that's how I see Godfather. Like I'm chasing that movie. I don't know if I'll catch it or surpass it, but I know if I keep chasing it, I'm gonna be fine.
For
You
Yeah.
know,
sure.
It's all
I'm
right.
gonna
Yeah.
produce things that people are gonna like. So,
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
yeah. So, ladies, thank you very much. I truly appreciate you
Thank
uh
you.
Thank you,
giving me
Thank you
some
Paula.
for
time.
having
Yeah,
us.
thank you for
Yeah,
having us.
Yes.
no, you guys did me a great favor, man. Thank you for being on this. Because when I saw the film, I was like, this movie is awesome. You guys did a great job.
Nice.
So truly proud of
Thank
you girls.
you.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully we'll have chance to work some more moving forward and stuff like that. Wish Marty could have switched on, but it's 2, 3 o'clock over there. So
Right.
Understandable.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that'll be it. So guys, that's the episode for today. Thank you guys for watching Movie Unboxing with Marty and Bola, and we'll see you guys next time.